In this Socialvore tutorial, we're going to talk about how you can customize your website, and we'll be using this example of a website that I have here. So first up, after you log in at scvr.co, you'll land on a page like this. And then to edit your website, navigate to the website button on the left-hand side. And here it will, by default, display all of the pages that you have on your website already. So for example, we have home, we display our menus, contacts, and so on. If you want to add a new page, you can click the Add Page, and it will show you a bunch of different templates that you can choose from. You can also click a Custom Page, and that will give you a blank page for you to do whatever you want with. But, of course, with all the templates, they're customizable as well. You can also edit any existing page by clicking this button here that lets you customize the page design on the website. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going on this home page, and we are going to Customize. And here we can see the screen is split into two parts. We have this left bar, and then on the right, this looks exactly the same as our current live website, right? So what this is a preview. You don't need to click anything here, you don't need to code. All you have to do is make changes on the left, and they will be reflected on the right. And whatever you do here won't go live until you hit save, so feel free to play around. So, starting up with the content, we already know that we're on the home page. We have some settings on the top and bottom here that are essential for any site. So we have our header and the footer, and then these sections in the middle are what you can further customize to make this page whatever you want it to be. So let's go through these all one by one. The header is where you can put your logo and where you can put your favicon, and what that is the little picture up on the top here of the tab. So good things to fill out and customize for a complete site. Then you have your section blocks. So what we have here is first an image slideshow, and we can see that if we click on that, it only has one image, which is why it's not sliding around and moving, but that's an example of one block that you can customize and go through any settings here that the block offers to make things look and work the way you want them to. And then below we have our recent posts, which connects to our Instagram. And it's important to note that these go in order from top to bottom. So on the left, it's image and then recent post. So on the right, it will be image and then recent posts. You can also add sections by clicking this button. And then this is, for example, where you can add in another image slideshow or have a map or whatever else you'd like. Going down to the footer, and that's this part on the bottom here, if you click on that, you'll see that we have some social icons. So it works similarly to the other sections where you can add a block there, and you can add things like navigation, a group logo, or address. So for example, if we add that, we'll see that on the right, it will add that to our footer. You can also add a desktop action bar and a mobile action bar. So what this is for on the desktop example is it's this bar on the bottom. So if we click on this and have it enabled, we can see that we have location, call, hours, and newsletter, and that lines up with what's on the bottom here. It's the same thing for mobile, so this is if someone opens it on their mobile phone, for example. Whatever you have here will show up for them there. You don't need to customize your website in a way that you don't have to make it mobile yourself. Whatever you put here will also work on mobile by default. Socialvore does it all for you, so you don't need to worry about that. Whenever you're done, make sure you hit save, and then this will go live on the site. So that's all for content, and now let's talk about design really quickly. So all these blocks are pre-templated, and you can customize them however you like. But if you want to change the design of the website, this is where you do that. So you can go in and change the fonts. You can also change the colors. So for example, navbar and footer background. If we change this to a blue, say, we'll see that that changes here as well. You can go through, change all sorts of colors, different images, the different colors all over the site. And whenever you're ready to make them go live, just hit save. But I'm not going to save this because I liked how it looked before, so I'll just go out of that there. One more important thing to know is on the page editor is this little setting right here. So this is where you can set and toggle if the page is public, private, or a draft. So if it's public, it will show up on the top navigation bar. So this is contact. So we can see that we have the contact on the top navigation, can click on it, and any customer can visit this page. If it's set to public, or private rather, that means that it won't show up. Say if we reload this page, it won't show up on the top bar, but if anyone has the link, which you can copy here, they can still land on the page. It just won't show up on that top bar. And then if it's a draft, then no one will be able to access it unless you are going through and customizing the page. And that's everything for how to customize your website.